We spent the first half day in the meeting teaching the principles and practicing the skills of habits 4, 5, and 6. The rest of the time was spent in creative synergy. The release of creative energy was incredible. Excitement and replaced boredom. People became very open to each other influence and generated new insight and options. By the end of the meeting, an entirely new understanding of the nature of the central company challenge evolved. The white paper proposal became obsolete, differences were valued and transcendent, a new common vision began to form. Once people have experienced real synergy, they are never quite the same again. They know the possibility of having other such mind expanding the adventures in the future. Often attempts are made to recreate a particular synergistic experience, but this seldom can be done. However, the essential purpose behind creative work can be recaptured like the Far Eastern philosophy. We seek not to imitate the masters, rather, we seek that they sought. We seek not to imitate past creative synergy experiences, rather, we seek new ones around new and different and sometimes higher purposes. Synergy and communication. Synergy is exciting, creativity is exciting, it's phenomenal what openness and communications can produce. The possibility of truly significant gain, of significant improvement, are so real that it's worth the risk. Such openness entails. After World War II, the United States commissioned David Lilienthal to head the new Atomic Energy Commission. Lilienthal brought together a group of people who were highly influenced celebrities in their own right, disciplines as it were, of their own frames of reference. This very diverse group of individuals has an extremely heavy agenda and they were impatient to get at it. In addition, the press was pushing them, but Lilithal took several weeks to create a high emotional bank account. He had these people to get to know other their interests, their hopes, their goals, their concern, their backgrounds, their frames of reference, their paradigms. They facilitate the kind of human interaction that creates a great bonding between people. And he was heavily criticized for taking the time to do it because it wasn't efficient. But the net result was that this group became closely knit together, very open with each other, very creative and synergistic. The respect among the members of the commission was so high that if there was disagreement, instead of opposition and defense, there was a genuine effort to understand there must be something to your disagreement that I don't understand. I need to understand it. You have a perspective, a frame of reference I need to look at. Non-protective interaction developed, an unusual culture was born. The following diagram illustrates how closely trust is related to different level of communication. The loose level of communication coming out of low trust situation would be characterized by defensiveness, protectiveness, and often legislative language which covers all the bases and spells out qualifiers and the escapes clauses in the event things go sour. Such communication produces only win-lose or lose-lose. It isn't effective, there's no PPC balance, and it creates further reasons to defend and protect. The middle positions in respectful communication, this is the level where family mature people interact. They have respect for each other, but they want to avoid the possibility of ugly confrontations, so they communicate politely but not empathically. They might understand each other intellectually, but they really don't deeply look at the paradigms and assumptions underlying their own opinions and becomes open to new possibility. Respectful communication work in independent situation and even in interdependent situation, but the creative possibilities are not open up. In interdependent situation, compromise is the communication is the position usually take. Compromises means that 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to half, both give and take. The communication isn't defensive or proactive or angry or manipulative. It is honest and genuine and respectful, but isn't creative or synergistic. It produces a low form of win-win. Synergy means that 1 plus 1 may equal 816 or even 1600. The synergistic position of high trust produced solution better than any originally proposed, and all parties know it. Furthermore, they genuinely enjoy the creative enterprise. Many culture is formed to satisfy in and of itself, even if it is a short-lived. The PPC balance is there. There are some circumstances in which synergy may not be achievable and no deal isn't viable, but even in these circumstances, the spirit of sincere trying will usually result in more effective compromise. Fishing for a third alternative. To get a better idea of how our level of communication affects our independent effectiveness, envision the following scenario. It's vacation time, and a husband wants to take his wife out of the lake country to enjoy camping and fishing. This is the important to him. He's been planning it all year. He made reservation at the cottage on the lake and arranged to rent a boat, and his sons are really excited about going. His wife, however, wants to use the vacation time to visit her ailing mother some 250 miles away. She doesn't have the opportunity to see her very often, and this is important to her. Their difference could be the cause of a major negative experience. The plans are set, the boys are excited. We should go on the fishing trip. He said, but we don't know how much longer my mother will be around, and I want to be by her. She replies, this is our only opportunity to have enough time to do that. All years along, we look forward to this 1 week vacation. The boy would be the miserable sitting around grandmother house for a week. They drive everybody crazy besides your mother's not that sick, and she has your sister less than a mile away to take care of her. She is my mother too. I want to be with her. You could phone her every night. And we are planning to spend time with her at the Christmas family reunion. Remember, that's not for 5 more months. We don't even know if she'll still be here by then. Besides, she needs me and she wants me. She is being well taken care of. Besides, the boy and I need you too. Your husband and sons are more important than your mother. As they disagree back and forth, they finally may come up with some kind of compromises. They may decide to split up. He takes the boy fishing at the lake while she visits her mother, and they both feel guilty and unhappy. The boy sends it, and it affects their enjoyment of the vacation. The husband may give in to his wife, but he does it grudgingly. Unconsciously or unconsciously, he produces evidence to fulfill his prophecy of how miserable the week will be for everyone.